Hey guys, welcome to another video of Sense Saga. My name is Deep, and in this video we are talking about Khadlaj Island, a very popular inspired perfume, or say clone, or say dupe of JPG Le Beau Parfum. In this video, I will talk about everything there is to talk about the perfume, and also I'm going to share like the 3 biggest regrets I have after purchasing the perfume. Like, I'm saying regrets, does that mean that the perfume is awful? Well, let's find out in this video, okay? First things first, let's talk about the bottle. Khadlaj basically have this island theme bottles like this. I already have another island which is Vanilla Dunes, which is in a very similar bottle, but the design philosophy in terms of the color is different. However, in case of this one, this is a greenish bottle because this is kind of representing that Le Beau Parfum kind of DNA, so that tropical kind of vibe, so it has kind of that similar color scheme. Now, let's talk about how this perfume is when it comes to the bottle presentation. The bottle is heavy, the cap is also heavy, the oil concentration in this perfume is extra de parfum, and the atomizer is also decent. Pressurized, controlled atomizer. Throws proper mist, and at the same time, the smell quality of this perfume is not that bad as well. It's not too synthetic, it's not too natural as well, but it's not awful or harsh, okay? So that's with the bottle presentation. It's a 100 ml bottle. The first regret that I have while getting this perfume, okay? As you know, if you have seen my previous video about Rasasi Hawas Ice, it had a price drop and I was testing that website out, which is Zed Aromas, and I bought 2 perfumes from them at that point in time. One was Hawas Ice, another one was Khadlaj Island. I got this perfume at around 2500-ish because at that point in time, Zed Aroma was offering the cheapest value for the perfume. However, my biggest regret after buying this perfume from Zed Aroma is the prices have dropped now, man. The prices for this perfume in Zed Aroma as of now is 1900. Within a fraction of like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, maybe a maximum a month, the perfume has dropped by like say 600, 700 rupees. And at this point in time, I think that Zed Aroma is selling it at the cheapest in terms of the website. I don't know about community sellers. I don't know. I don't buy from community sellers, so I have no idea. But in terms of the website, I see that it's going at around 1900. So I wish I would have waited for a few more days and got it at this point in time now. Then I would have saved around 600, 700 rupees over there. But in terms of the website, I had a really good experience with the site. There is no problem. In case you want to check that website out, you can do that. However, pricing is kind of subjective. You need to check different websites to see which one is offering the lowest price. As of now, I saw this is listed around 1900 in that particular website. I'll put a link in the description along with some other websites that I usually purchase from, and I just want to help this website out. Okay, so that's it. Now, in terms of the smell, let me tell you my second regret. Okay, this is not a summer perfume, at least in terms of India. Okay, like as of now in my city, it's transitioning from summer to monsoon. If you see any review online for this particular perfume, specifically not from India, from other countries, okay, you'll see 3 common denominators about this perfume. Okay, this smells like Le Beau Parfum. Second, this is a tropical perfume with pina colada vibe. There is juicy pineapple, there is green note, and then the third thing, perfect for the summers. This is a summer perfume. I guess what we have as summer over here is completely different. So if the temperature goes above and beyond 30 degrees centigrade and you are applying this, I don't know. I think I got very dense, thick, heavy kind of a perfume, which absolutely created a problem, at least for me, during the summers over here. In the winters, that's a completely different story. In the winters, this can be really good perfume for the daytime. Even in the nighttime, you can wear it. Even during the monsoons, when the weather is kind of like moderate, it can work, but definitely not for the summers. That was my second regret while purchasing the perfume. Does that mean that the perfume is bad? No. I think the hype around the perfume or the marketing around the perfume was kind of misleading. At least that way I feel. So I just want to clarify it out. Like if you're somebody, you're in a hot area and you want to get a perfume thinking like this is a summer perfume that I should buy, don't. You're going to regret it. At least I did. I'm just saying my opinion, it can be subjective. 3, this perfume's pricing and the overall situation around it. Okay, I saw there are a few comments in Reddit and some other places like the Le Beau Parfum at 75 ml during the discount sells for around 4,000 rupees. Why should I get this one? The problem is it's not about the money over here, guys. Just understand. Still, at around 1900 rupees, even at 2500 rupees, this is a steal deal. Let me tell you why a bit later, but let me share my regret with you. The problem is, again, the entire pina colada vibe, along with that coconut-like feel, tropical-like feel, that was another misleading part that I should let you know. If you are in India, you will be very well aware of coconut oil. Maybe outside, this aroma of coconut oil like Shalimar, Nariyal Tel, or some other parachute Narkel Tel or Nariyal Tel. We call Narkel Tel because we are Bengali. Nariyal Tel if you're in Hindi, and coconut oil in English. So there is this distinct aroma of coconut that you get, which we Indians are kind of accustomed of. So this perfume has got that predominant smell of coconut in the perfume. Along with that, let me read out the notes to you of the perfume so that even I don't remember all the notes, okay? So let me just go through them. It has got pineapple, true. The moment you spray it, you're gonna get the pineapple note in it, but it's not a juicy pineapple. It's kind of like a mellowed down pineapple, the one that you get in a pina colada. That is true. There is iris, there is ginger, and there is cypress. Now, cypress is basically a herbal green note that I really get when I spray the perfume. It's kind of evident in the top note and the middle note. So it's kind of green herbal note along with that pineapple, which is a mellowed down pineapple, not a very bright or juicy pineapple that you see in Aventus Absolute like DNAs or even like in Creed Aventus or Kaidal Foods. I'm not like that. Okay. Now, the iris note over here is very minute. And the gingery note is also kind of like mellowed. It's not like overpoweringly gingery, okay? The moment it comes into the mid note, it says, like in the mid note, it says it has got coconut. I feel in the top note, it has got coconut. That's my opinion. Then they said that there is some woody notes in it, which I do agree. When it starts going into the dry down, you get the woody notes, that is true. And in the base, it says it has got tonka bean, sandalwood, amber, and ambergris. I don't know about ambergris. I have no idea. Because ambergris is a very expensive compound. I don't know. Ambergris, they have said they have used, I'm just letting you know. Amber, I do feel, but it's not that heavy, dense, ambery kind of note. It's kind of a very soft and subtle note of amber that you get along with the perfume. Tonka bean, absolutely yes. It has got that tonka bean like smell, which is kind of like partly vanillic, partly not vanillic, kind of a bit sweet. So you get the idea that the base is kind of, sweet, but it also has got the note of sandalwood in it. And kind of, I don't like the note of sandalwood that is present over here. Like, I find sandalwood to be a very tricky compound to use. If done in right proportion, I love the perfume. But in case of this one, it kind of created a problem for me. I didn't like it. So my third regret is buying a full bottle for this perfume. Going through my own experience, I should have actually went for a decant. The problem was I saw so many reviews of Khadlaj Island online. I just went ahead and I bought it because one, it was coming cheap at Zed Aroma. Two, I really wanted to get this review up and published as soon as possible so that I can get maximum amount of views on the channel. I know that's kind of cheap, but dhanda hai par ganda hai. But the thing is, I got it for that reason. And somehow I just regret it now because this entire bottle is so dense and potent. Like 4 to 5 sprays are enough to cover an entire day. The perfume is like a really good performer. It projects and stays for a long duration of time, but unfortunately, I'm not that fond of this DNA. Chandrima liked it, so I'm kind of happy that at least Chandrima will be able to pull this off, but not me. So the third regret is I should have bought a decant rather than getting this perfume going by the, the hype that is created around this perfume. But all said and done, is this perfume bad? Now, that is where I'm coming to. Le Beau Le Parfum 75 ml sells for 4,000 rupees. Great. If you have the money, go ahead and buy it. There is no problem. It's your money. But if you're watching this video, you are somebody who wants to save money and smell almost similar. This is around that 80-85% over there in terms of the smell structure and DNA. It does not get to that depth that the OG, which is Le Beau Le Parfum, has, but it's just a bit more, higher quality, a bit more creamier, a bit more richer, and that is pretty much it. Or else the smell structure is kind of virtually like identical when you're smelling it in the air, okay? However, if you have the money still, you want to go and buy the 4,000 rupees 75 ml bottle, go ahead and do it. But in case you want to save money, at around 1900 as of now listed in Zed Aroma that I only saw, but in some other website I saw 2200, 2300 and even 2500. Still it's selling in some website for 2300. If in case you want to spend that amount of money also, it's great. Absolutely, there is no problem. Okay, it's a good value for money option, but only for those who loves coconut like smell It's a tad bit more sweeter and a bit more herbal. Okay, I kind of don't like that herbal, coconut and sweet all at the same time. It may be my problem, but if you like the DNA, this is absolutely for you. In summers, I didn't like it. In the winters, I'm gonna try it again and see if my verdict toward this changes. In case it does, I'm gonna make another video for sure. But as of now, in summers, don't get misled by the perfume like this is a summer tropical perfume. There is no tropical vibe, at least for me, like for Indian weather. Also, somebody mentioned like if you're going to the beach, like a beach destination wedding, you should wear this. I will not. So I'm just gonna recommend no. But again, if you want to bash me, you have the comment section, you can go ahead and bash me. Just that this perfume is not to my liking and DNA for the summers, and that is the reason I'm just telling you. Okay. So now the only thing that remains is the performance of this perfume. I got around 1 to 1.5 hours of very strong projection. Even in the third or fourth hour, I was getting whiffs of this perfume, which was super weird. But at the same time, it was pleasant because when the perfume performs, when you have paid for a perfume and it's performing, it feels really great. Okay. The overall longevity for the perfume that I got from the clothes was around 7 to 8 hours, which is like super value for money at around 1900 rupees or 2000 rupees. So in terms of the performance department, this is not a slouch. This is actually a very good performer. Now then the only question that comes is, should you go ahead and purchase the perfume or should you skip it? My answer, get a decant. It's the perfect middle ground for everything. If you like the perfume, then you have tons of websites that I already mentioned and a few that you already buy through, or maybe you have community sellers that you go through. You can get it from them. Okay, all in all, this is actually not a bad perfume if you really know what the smell structure and the DNA is like. This is not a badly or a poorly made perfume. This is actually a good quality blend. The perfume does not feel synthetic. The perfume feels really well blended, although at this price point there is some amount of elements that you have to compromise with, and this is no exception. So that was pretty much it, my Khadlaj Island review. A very good clone of JPG Le Beau Parfum in my opinion, and I'm really sorry, in my previous video of Havas, I basically mistook it and I said that it's the clone of Paradise Garden, and I'm really sorry in that video I said it like that. But after I got the perfume, I checked the notes and everything, I came to know that this is the clone of Le Beau Parfum, and that is the reason I had to go test the Le Beau Parfum out in a mall, take the notes of that perfume and then compare it with this one. And after that, I'm coming to this feedback and verdict about this particular perfume. So if you have any queries or concerns with this particular perfume or any other perfume for that matter, please go ahead, use the comment section or my Instagram ID, which is Sensaga Online, and I'll try my best to answer your queries as much as possible and as soon as possible. So with that, this is Deep signing off. I'll see you on the next one very soon. Bye-bye.